that camera, but we're actually going to be looking at that one.
Okay. So now we're live?
Got to.
Okay.
I know on YouTube we are. Yes, we are now live on Facebook too. And I'm gonna go back and invite some folks so that right at 2:30 we'll be ready to kick off. Keep on burning. We're rolling. Get it, girl. Rolling. Get it, girl. Rolling on the river. Look at you. Sing it, Allie. Rolling. Go, girl. Rolling on the river. The river. Down, girl.
Gosh. Oh, here she goes. Okay, no, that's not appropriate for this, is it? That's not that type of jam. We're not jamming like that. We're calming down for this. We're calming down before we go live. But it's just hard when you go.
Woo! Oh my gosh, they gave me a head
It's
rush.
just hard.
Oh, that was funny, y'all. That was funny. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Jeff and Ashley and Kelly. We Tina Turner, y'all. Rolling on the river. Rolling. And Allie got a voice. Rolling. Rolling on the river.
Okay, gotta fix my hair.
Look, Kelly said, okay, I like her laugh out loud, right? Kelly, she and her cutting up Kelly. She cutting up Kelly. All right now. Y'all ready? Turning, baby, keep on burning. And we're rolling, 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 rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Y'all ain't ready for this today. Yeah, she's jamming, ain't she, Kelly? Ain't she, Kelly? This is what I love to do. I'm telling you, she over here cutting up Kelly.
Oh,
hey,
gosh.
Deborah and Shane, thank you all for jamming in with us this afternoon.
Sunny parties up in this joint. She parties.
Hey! Burn, and we're rolling, 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 rolling. Hey! It's almost quit time for some of y'all. Y'all better jam it out with us. Hey! Hey! Y'all don't know what's up. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all are not ready at all.
Oh, gosh.
Y'all are not ready. Y'all ain't understanding us. We in here jamming with Tina Turner and we rolling. We rolling on the river. Y'all heard me?
Oh, gosh.
That was fun. My gosh, Allie, I really, truly enjoyed that. Thank you.
I enjoyed it too. That was really fun.
Y'all boring me. Oh, Mac, change channel.
Okay, let's turn on another song. We'll give him another song. Mac, do we need another song?
He said stand up and dance or something.
I'll show you what's up in here, Mac. Just hang on.
Mac, you was on fire, okay? You was on fire. All right, so thank you all for tuning in to Neighborhood Jams with Sunny Poncil. We are here live at Social Solutions in Edmond, Oklahoma, and we truly want to thank you for tuning in. As you saw, I do have a special guest in the house today, Miss Allie Myers, and she is jamming with us today as we were just, as a choice of hers, I like to let my guests choose their music. So she got to choose the Tina Turner, and we got the Rolling in the River. You heard me? So the river is dry now. So get ready for the weekend and come on back and deal with it then. I'm just saying. So thank you all for tuning in, and kind of forgive us. We're working off of two different cameras today, as my webcam just came in, thanks to some good pointers from Social Solutions. So thank you, Social Solutions, Jock and Zach DeBoat. I call them the DeBoat brothers. for my remote podcast location today in Edmond. So thank you. Thank you, the viewers, for tuning in. So today I have a special guest, but I do want to go over to our sponsors first. So thank my sponsors. I'm wanting to give a shout out to Morningstar Storage, who is giving away 2 months free rent, any size unit. And as it states there, you'll get a roll of tape, you'll get a cylinder lock, and a Morningstar tote. Hey, Joy. Also, thank you, Sylvia Love, for those butter cookies. And of course, you have some flavors there, as you can see. You have 8. You get to choose 2 of the 8, and you get a half a dozen. Okay. And Solutions, they're giving away a 1-hour recording in the studio. Then, of course, you have the $199 promo 30-60-second video, great for business or to feature a family member. Thank you, Victoria Huggins over at Studio 89. I'm trying to get this camera working here. Sorry. Thank you, Victoria Huggins from Studio 89 for doing a 1-hour free massage. As well as you just heard my shout out to Miss Joy Poteet. This is one of my big supporters. She's my big sister too. So thank you, Joy Poteet with Enjoy Natural Hair Care and Skin Care line. So she'll be giving away one of the 2 at your choice. And then last but not least, thanks Get Genius Academy Ace Laveau, who gets a trip for 2 to Las Vegas or Cancun. So all you have to do to become a winner is to share the video. Share the video. It costs you nothing. All you have to do is click that little share button and share it. Tag me in it so I know that you did it. And on August, Lord Jesus.
I know, July's flying. It's flying by.
On August 1st, I'll be doing drawings, and that way you can get in and get your prizes. So thank you to all my sponsors. Again, my special guest today is Miss Allie Meyer.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. I so appreciate you. So we first met here at Solutions. Mm-hmm. I was coming in to talk to Solutions about a video, the 30-60-second video that we're giving away. Yes. And you were already here in connections with the video that you guys did. Mm-hmm. But the thing that intrigued me about you guys in your program, Mom's Foundation, right? Mm-hmm. Is that Zach showed me a video, and it was so touching. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh my gosh, who's over this program? We've got to get her on and talk to her and make sure she shares with the world what she does with Mom's Foundation. And so tell us a little bit about you, Allie, and then tell us about the Mom's Foundation.
Yes. So the Mom's organization provides financial aid and gifts of hope to moms who have children persevering through serious illness, trauma, and special needs.
Okay.
We celebrate, encourage, and bless them. We do things like lighting up homes for Christmases. We deliver bags to the hospitals filled with essential items that mom needs while she's staying with her child.
Okay.
We provide a year of house cleaning to moms that have terminally ill children
to can't leave the homes.
Right, okay. And to provide them more of that precious time that they have so little of with them being terminally ill.
Yes.
Right now, we're partnering with Heart and Home Makeovers to bless a mom who her child is in and out of the hospital constantly. He essentially almost has like a bubble boy type immune system where he can't go out in public often and he pukes daily.
Oh, wow.
And so we're going in and removing all of the carpet and redoing all of the floors in the house and blessing her with some things in the house that she just really needs, and a few surprises along the way that I can't really tell about now because if she sees it, then she's gonna know. But and we just love doing that, and we've worked with Solutions for a long time. They've filmed all of our videos for us, and we have amazing moms that have just wanted to share their journey, and they've captured that so beautifully.
Well, that is awesome, and truly the video that Solutions has done, the capturing was very captivating. It was very emotional, and speaking from someone that was a breast cancer survivor who lost a baby in 2012, I'm almost thinking what would have happened if my child would have made it, because the description that my husband gave is kind of heartening. And so I'm wondering if she would have made it, would she kind of had some of these special needs and things of that nature. So my heart goes out to these mamas that, you know, I sit back and I think, I don't know if I can even deal, you know, or tolerate or have the woman mentality to do with these women that are courageous, that these are my babies. And so I'm going to do whatever I need to do to take care of them. I think I'd have been in that situation, but on the outside looking in, it's almost like, oh my gosh, y'all put up with a lot.
Yes. We actually have a critical illness and bereavement division
where we deliver bags to moms that are enduring miscarriage or that have lost a child. For those that have lost a child, we create bracelets, and we would love to do that for you as well. I didn't know this about you, but they're in Morse code, and we ask mom what she would like to put on it, whether it be a scripture, the child's name, or something special that it's only between her and God, essentially, because when no one else knows what that Morse code means, so she can share it when she wants to, or it's just for her,
That would be nice.
So we would love to do that for you.
And there's so many women that are actually on here that have lost or had endured a loss of a baby as well. So that's awesome that you guys do that. I would love it.
We will do that for you.
I would love it. It was one of those that it was really hard to deal with, and so to do that and then have to turn around and come back 2 years later, my son came. And so I still have my offspring. I need to link with her. Yes. And so I'm not sure, my camera kind of went black on the screen here. I'm not sure if you guys can see us, but if you can, it went black all the way around. So we're going to kind of keep going through and talking. I see that the time is still ticking, but it does not show us on the screen. So I'm not sure what you can see or whatever have you, but so that is interesting. What other things that you all do for the champion? I see that you call them champion moms.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
What came about calling them champion moms?
Well, so a little bit about how we started. My son Bear had discrepancies in his liver levels when he was 5 months old. And so our little family went to Dallas to see a GI there. And I felt like I connected with so many different moms while I was there. And when we came back at 3 o'clock that next morning, because if you're a mom, that's usually about the time you're up when they're little.
Right.
I was rocking him, and I was just thanking God that he was okay. And God spoke to my heart, you're going to encourage and bless moms. And so at 8 o'clock that next morning, I started texting some friends saying, do you want to be involved? And I said yes. And then within 2 weeks, we were delivering bags to the hospitals. And then within 4 weeks, we were 501c3. And then from there, kinds of different blessings. One that always touches my heart is one that we did for a mom who her son had brain cancer, and he had made it through his brain cancer, but he had a Make-A-Wish Foundation trip that he ended up having to miss because he was having seizures. And so we decided we would come and light up their home for Christmas because we knew mom and dad didn't have time for that. They have another little girl as well. And that alone is hard.
It is.
When you have a child with any type of special needs or a terminally ill child that you're having to put so much focus on, and you have another child that wants to go play sports.
Right.
And you have to try to divide yourself. It's hard enough being a mom as it is.
Yes.
And then when you have that on your plate,
yes,
so much harder. And so for them, we lit up their home for Christmas, and it was just so beautiful. And he came out and talked to us, and he loved his blue tree. And it was just absolutely amazing. And we know that when we connect with these moms, we're never going to leave their side. We have a prayer team that she is constantly, there's a committee of them, but our Abby Higgins, who is our prayer team leader, she keeps updated on every mom. We have over 70 moms on our prayer team list now. And
that is amazing.
And every single second Thursday, we have updates so that we know how to pray for them and how to serve them, because it's not just about going and praying for them. It's about going out and being the hands and feet and really helping them in any way that we can.
Absolutely.
But what I was going to tell you about that family is that about a month or so later, he passed away from a heart condition. And I felt so grateful that we were able to be a part of her life before she went through that.
Yes.
So that we could be present along the way.
As much as possible. Afterwards. Yeah, because she's going to need the strength and support more after than during. So absolutely.
Yes. And there's no way to take away the pain of a mother that has experienced the loss of her child. There's nothing.
No. There's even no comparison.
Not at all. And I would never pretend that we could do that even a little bit. The only thing that my hope and prayer is that we can make maybe one single day just a little bit better by providing a spa treatment to a mom or providing that financial aid that she needs. Right now we are, there's a mom who we just got to bless her with a surprise yesterday. She needed to get her son to Cleveland, Ohio. Her husband came back after serving 2 tours in Iraq, and he has been suffering from PTSD. And so things have been very difficult for them. And she didn't have the funds to get him to the medical professionals that he needed to see. And so we were able to, along with American Airline pilots and then her friends, and then with funding from the mom's organization, we've provided flights to and from, a beautiful hotel for them to stay in, activities for them while they're there. And then another $1,000 on top of that we gave to her and said, go and do for you for a minute. Now it's your turn to go do for you.
That is
And
just amazing.
It's literally, I couldn't ask to be doing anything more fun than this. It's a blessing.
It's truly a blessing.
Yes.
I'm trying to hold back the tears because I mean people have to kind of understand where that come from, because it, when I went through losing my daughter, it was hard. It took 4 weeks or so to kind of bounce back, but to know that there's a support system for these moms, that is enough. That bless you for that.
Oh,
thank you for even God putting that on your heart to do that for these moms that probably felt like there's no end of even knowing that there was a support system. Because even when I went through breast cancer, it was find a support system. And I would try to find a support system, but it was one of those that I don't know. I kind of shelled myself in, and I just kind of dealt with it on my own. I kind of talked to God about it. I knew He was going to get me out of it, but I don't know if there was anybody that I was around at that time when I had my loss. So for God to put that on your heart, and your heart has to be super huge to take on that responsibility, because that's a lot. But bless you for that.
Well, you know what? So we have 22 on-call volunteers.
That was going to be my next question. And how are you able to man-wheel all of this?
That's the thing, is that I don't believe that God put it on my heart for me to go and do all this. I believe that God put it on my heart to go and find these amazing people that wanted to be a part of it and bring in their amazing talents.
Yes.
We have someone that does all of our marketing materials and graphic design stuff as a donation, and she's awesome. A part of our organization. We have a mom that we served. She wouldn't mind me saying her name. Her name's Lauren Klingenberg, and her husband Sam Klingenberg, and they have a terminally ill child. We blessed them when they were in the hospital, and then we provided the year of house cleaning to them, and they decided then to turn around and serve. So she is our special needs division leader, and he's our treasurer.
Wow.
So it's this just beautiful circle of I've been cared for, and I want to go care for somebody else.
Yes.
And it's not about pitying anybody, but encouraging other people, and just knowing that helping is healing.
It does. It does. And it goes a long ways, longer than you would probably even know about it. Words that those mom, I mean, from one mom who's lost a child to someone like you, words can never thank you enough for what you guys are doing. You ladies are doing. This is an awesome foundation. And so how could one be a part if someone was interested in being part? How can someone make donations if they were donations? How can I help as a mother who has lost a baby? Because
I've had people. I would love to first of all bless you, and so we absolutely will do that. Because
let me tell you something. The grace will be just fine. My thing is that I want to help another mother, kind of get through it, because it is a tough time to go through it. And I mean, the first thing you want to do is block everything out. And the bad part about it is I went 8 months, 35 weeks. So we're talking almost a full-term pregnancy.
Yes.
So most parents are either before that or have had to deliver it and then lost the baby. So I just want to kind of be there to help whatever I can.
Did you deliver a stillbirth, or what was your...
Well, the funny thing about it, why you asked, and me and my husband talked about this even just the other day, he was very frustrated how they sent me home.
Yeah.
With this baby, knowing that there was no heartbeat, no nothing. I had to go home with this baby. Come back the next day, and they had to do an emergency C-section. So I ended up having to deliver her. But I had to carry her home for 24 hours in my womb, knowing that there was no life there. And that to me was the most wretched thing that you could ever ask a mother to do, is to leave the hospital, come after you're carrying this baby and you know there's no life.
Oh yeah.
And me and my husband, we talked about it at that point. It was like, well, you want to have a regular birth? No, hell no, I don't want a regular birth.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to go through the pressure of all of that, knowing that there's not a life that's going to come out of that.
Right.
So just C-section and just take it. And so that's what I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But it's one of those that how can you talk to the community and say what we can do to help with this
Mhm.
nonprofit organization that's out here helping these moms with special needs kids? Because people, when it is so interesting that when you see people out, they might get a little look funky or a little look different. You
Mhm.
can't judge these people by that.
Absolutely.
They have a real loaded plate. I have a sister-in-law who has an autistic son. So it's kind of some of those things that you just tell us, Allie, how can we help with your
Yes.
organization in
Yes.
this community?
I will, and then I want to share another amazing mom with you that you just reminded me of when you
Okay.
said that. She is amazing. Ways to make donations are by visiting www.momsonmissions.org.
Okay.
So that's one way, and then ways.
Let me put that in here.
Yeah. Ways to get involved. For example, on this blessing that we're getting ready to do for the mom and her family.
You said www.
Moms on Missions, plural moms on missions, plural.org.
Okay.
So there's that. And then we are right now, we're looking for either lower prices, discounted prices on flooring, or a company that might want to donate more flooring. We're in that process right now where we're either wanting to do this home at the very end of July, probably beginning of August.
Okay.
So if there's anyone that has any connections in those areas, we'd love to talk with them.
Okay.
We're going to be doing some outdoor stuff on their house as well. We want to, and this is one of their surprises, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there, and I'm just going to make sure she doesn't see it. But we want to create a cool little playground in the back because their son, Sammy, isn't able to be out in the community that much, and they don't have any swing sets or anything like that in the back. We really want to put something like that up for them so that they can enjoy that time with little family back there, have more activities to do in the backyard.
Okay.
So that's something that we would love to do, and please make referrals as well. You can visit our website to refer these champion moms. We love to get to know them and for them to
that's
be
amazing.
a part of what we're doing. So,
that's funny that you're talking about what you're talking about, and not trying to be rude, but Athena Captain from Turner and Sons. Do you know who she is?
I know Turner and Sons.
They're a builder. They
Mhm.
build anywhere on your land. She was here last week on my show, and she has a special needs daughter.
Oh, really?
So I'm wondering, how can I connect the two of you
Yes.
together for
Yes.
what you're looking for? Oh my gosh, y'all, this is why I love doing what I do. This is beyond real estate. This is beyond the scope of just, hey, I want to get you on my podcast. I want to get people on here that can help educate the community of what's going on in your own backyard, so that you know what services are out here in your community, so you don't have to worry about, well, I have a special needs, I don't know how to go about this. Or you may have a friend or family member that has a special needs kids, but they need to be blessed. They need to have a person or a support system. That's what Allie Myers is sitting here telling you all. And it would have been such a help for me if I'd have had that 7 years ago when Angel was born and I had to go through all I went through. I had my family, don't get me wrong, they were there for me a whole 10 times. My husband was there supporting, but it's different when you have someone outside of your immediate family that can be there to connect with you, that can help you, that can push you, that has also gone through this situation. That's why I want to help with whatever I can do within my being, because I've gone through that. That's a painful part. So who's the other mom that you were talking about?
Oh, so you were talking about special needs moms just being out in the community and how that may look. And one thing that I love so much about what we're doing is that we do try to include our kids.
Yes.
Typical special need, whatever it may be, we try to include them in what we're doing because we want them. My daughter and son, Bear's 2.5 right now, and they're better for
Each
knowing
other.
these amazing children and
Yes.
for being able to go and play with one of their good buddies has special needs, you
Right.
know, and they don't recognize a barrier.
Right.
We're so blessed for that.
Yes.
You know, like it's just so amazing. And we have a mom who she was teaching English overseas. She got malaria. She came back. After she at least got somewhat better, she decided she wanted to do more with her life. If you could,
Right.
She's already a teacher. And then she decided to adopt a special needs child in a chair, extreme special needs. And then after that, there was another family who was considering adopting a special needs child and wasn't quite sure if their family could function well with that type of situation.
Right.
And she decided to help and watch the child on the weekends for them. And one day when she was leaving, the little girl said, "Don't go, mommy." And so she then adopted 2 special needs children, both in chairs.
Wow.
Recently, she got her nursing degree so that she can care for them full time.
That is amazing.
And I don't know how. I mean, she's the most amazing and courageous person. We have second Thursday meetings, and one day it was pouring rain, and I thought, oh, she probably won't be here today.
Mm-hmm.
She got them both wheeled in there, and she just shows up. She shows up for her children. She shows up for other moms in need,
Mm-hmm.
despite the fact that she goes through all this on a daily basis.
Right.
And I'm so much better for knowing these amazing women.
And I could only imagine you're only as strong as your weakest link. And I mean, this is a real touchy subject that most people don't even understand, that you really need to have a strong support.
Mm-hmm.
So I admire the Moms Foundation. Thank you for that being alive and brought to the face front to help some of these moms, these champion moms that you would like to call them. They're definitely champion moms because I mean, they endure. I mean, I'll fuss and complain about the little odd things that my son, who's
Me too.
perfect,
Me too.
perfect.
Yeah.
I complain about everything about him, but when I look at another mom and I'm in the store who's pushing a wheelchair with the special needs kids, it's almost like that could be you.
Yes.
That could be you. And so with that, show some respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've had a couple of ladies that if they dropped some stuff, I picked it up and,
Mm-hmm.
or I'll sit there and talk to the mom if she's on the same aisle as I. So it's one of those that you kind of connect with them.
Yes.
And you build a bond and a sisterhood.
Yes. We keep gift cards, the leaders do, with us in our purses, so that when we're out in the grocery store, this is kind of our small community outreach piece. And when we see a mom that she may just have typical children, but it looks like she's just needing some encouragement that day, we do a little $5 coffee gift card, and it'll have a card in it that says, "We see you and you're doing a great job," and it's from moms. And it's just something to just encourage them that day. And allow them to connect in that moment. You know, not just with the mental high five we give each other when we see each other losing at the grocery store. But just to say, like, you deserve this today, and then move on. You know? So, anyway.
That's amazing. And then that kind of ties into why I like to address women as beautiful. Because women don't understand that we are the most beautifulest creatures on this earth. And if you're not told that you're beautiful, you should be told.
I've noticed that you always do that. And I perk up every time I talk to you. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like good.
My client was just telling me, she's like, hey, I'm getting offended with all this beautifulness. I can only be the only beautiful. Not you, but I was literally in the store the other day on 7-Eleven, get my son an icy for the 7-Eleven special, and the clerk behind the counter, she just had this real mean, unhappy look on her face. You know, and the first thing I've done HR, so the first thing I'm thinking, if you're not happy about your job, you need to get another job.
Right.
But I wanted to take it a step further because she had just said something to the person next to her, and I was thinking, okay, maybe she's just having a bad day. So when it was my turn to come up, I said, well, how are you, beautiful? And you should have just saw her. She just kind of shook her head like,
yeah.
And what'd you say? I said, how are you, beautiful? You look like you're really frustrated right now. Her whole demeanor changed a 180-degree angle just by that compliment.
Yeah.
So it's one of those that I like to be a positive person, so I spin off of that. But this program,
I can absolutely see that about you.
Well,
you like to end those links of anger with, instead of being mad that someone else was mad.
Yes.
You make it better by brightening their day and ending that.
I try.
You know,
I try. It's the little things that count, but it's one of those that I want people to know that you're just as important as anybody else in here.
Yeah.
So feel beautiful. Stick your chest out, put a smile on your face.
Yes.
And they always say, don't leave the house without lipstick. Put that lipstick on. And know that you're beautiful and strive and be glad in your skin. So this right here helps for those moms. And I admire that. And I can't thank God enough for you to do that. I've been through enough in my life to know who God is and how serious He is. So that's why I always tell people, when you're connected with me, don't be offended when I start saying it, because I know what He's done for me. So I know what He's doing for you, and you have a serious blessing with your name on it.
Yes, and all these other amazing women that are involved. I will absolutely never take full
All
credit
credit.
for that, because let me tell you, like, number one, God, and right next to it is these amazing women who just.
So you have a staff
continuously
of 22.
There's 20. We are 100% volunteer. I told you that.
Yes.
With 22 on-call leaders.
That is amazing.
Leaders and committee members. So the special needs division, we have a critical illness and bereavement division, we have our hospital gifting division, and then subdivisions, military and foster parents. So that way, if say we have a mom that's special needs and either her husband's in the military or she is, they might partner with the military division and find out how to properly bless that family. And all of these moms have experience in those areas, so they can say, let me tell you what would have helped me, or what helped me during that time. And that's how we make sure that we're reaching them. We're not just a standard. It's about meeting mom where she is.
I'm trying to tell you, that is so important. You have to meet. That's the same thing, the same rule that I use in real estate is you have to meet people where they are. You can't force people to buy. You can't make them do what they don't want to do.
Yeah.
It's got to meet them right where they are, right where they stand, right there.
Yeah.
And help them and facilitate and give them good positive and feed that into them and love on them.
Yeah.
And when you do that, they tend to be a different person.
Yes. Yeah.
Allie, we can sit here and talk all day.
Well, I was going to tell you before, thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for reaching out to so many people in the community and keeping us all connected. I appreciate that so much, and I appreciate you having moms here and letting us share with you.
Yes.
What we're doing.
Thank you. You're trying to make me teary-eyed.
You're so sweet.
It's a struggle, but you guys have got to know this is why I do what I do, because I want people to know what products, what is out there. People need to know how to reach. So I hope that everyone is watching this is able to share this video, and I'm trying not to get too emotional, but oh my gosh, it seems like you're the guest.
Am I talking too much, Mac?
We know already now. Dang, change the topic. Oh, cut it out, Mac. Trinisha, Marty, thank you. Mac, let me share something with you, Mac. Okay. First off, when we do a show, and if you've ever done radio or TV, and I've just come with doing Fox 25, when you're doing interviews, you're supposed to look at the person that you're talking to. Now, most times we will look at the audience because we are engaging the conversation with you. But at this particular intimate moment, I want you to just relax, bro, and let me do my thing on this show. I truly appreciate your comments and the feedback that you're giving. But it's definitely is one of those that, if it's what it is, it's what it is. And this is what you're getting. And this is why I like to do live, because it's not taped. It's not pre-rehearsed. This is not something that she knew nothing about. This is what I do. So I appreciate your support and I appreciate your feedback. But this is what I do. So let me do me, and I'm going to let you do you. And I want you to truly continue to continue supporting this show, because that's what Neighborhood Jams with Sonny Pouncil is all about. And if you know me, Mac, personally, you would know Sonny Pouncil. Everybody that comes on my show know how Sonny is. So I want to make sure I take that time, because I have a lot of your comments. So I want to make sure that I address you personally, Mac. And I'm talking about Mac Man. So if you're the Mac Man, I want to make sure that your game is tight too. So let's make sure. Anyway, I don't want to get too off the subject, but I just had to address, because I got like 50 million comments of Max. So I want to definitely, again, thank you guys. I'm trying to go through here and see if there's any comments. Good job, ladies, on not being distracted by the negativity, disrespectful comments being made. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Don't get on my show and try to tell me how to do my thing. This is what I do. And so if I want to interact with my guests, I want her to feel what I've gone through. And if you've not lost a child or anything touchy to the subject, you can't feel my pain, brother. I promise you, you can't. And if you've never lost a child, you would understand what I'm talking about. So as my grandmother said, keep living and don't die. I promise you, that's what will happen.
I think you
But
do an amazing job, and I think that really engaging with the person you're interviewing the way you have with me has allowed us to share more than what we would have
it does.
if you just sat there and looked right there the whole time.
Well,
I
to
think
be
you do
honest
a
with
great
you,
job.
you looking at what I'm looking at. Is it a black screen or what?
It is. It's a black screen.
I don't see me, so y'all see us. We can't see each other. So my thing is, I love you all, but it's one of those that it's real on this show. I'm doing what I want to do. And if anybody is not happy with it, change the channel. But be positive about what you got to say, because I don't like negativity. I appreciate everybody's attention and feedback. That's what this is all about. But this is community involvement. And so this is a real touchy subject. Now that I'm digging into it, what it's about, it touches me because this is what I've gone through. So
about you.
I appreciate you coming on this live. I appreciate you educating the community on what products and services that the Moms Foundation has to do. You guys, I did share the link to the Moms Foundation in the comments there, so that way you all are able to stay in tune and on and how you can do what you need to do to be in community outreach. If you know a mom, a champion mom is what we're calling them. If you know a champion mom with a special needs kids, that wants to be truly blessed, that truly needs some support systems, I encourage you to get in contact with Allie Myers. She is, I mean, just the overall, you've been seeing her jam in the beginning of the show. You saw how real she and genuine she is. We're just human beings trying to reach out to the community. So if you know anyone, please, please, please share this video. This is probably one of the most touchiest video that I've had since I've been live, and I've been live since January 1. So this is one of those that I'm going to take near dear to my heart, and definitely want to share it. And I'm going to share it everywhere because I want people to understand what this program is all about. So I got to thank you, sister, for coming in here.
This was
Thank
fun.
you. Thank you, So Solutions, for making this
Yes.
connection. So this is what networking is all about. Give me goosebumps. Woo! I saw Zach on here. Hey, Zach and Josh. Zach. She came actually here to see you guys. So you're supposed to be here, Zach.
I was planning on it, and I did not see them in there. But we did take some of their gummy worms. So
All right.
sorry about that.
So Randy, Kelly, I love this podcast. Thank you so much, my sister. And I'm going to be actually next Thursday. You want to join me right here. Special time, 4 o'clock. Ladies, I'm doing a fashion show with my seamstress, my own personal seamstress. Yes, I'm sharing her. Oh, Lord, give me grace. I'm sharing her, but she's awesome. So I got to show you what she's doing as far as custom made outfits. The dress I have on was designed by her, and it's not the first. I have 5 other pieces, and 5 is coming. So she's keeping your girl in tight. So
There's Ashley Hart. That's our vice president for Moms.
hey, Ashley.
Yeah, she's also a growth coach.
Well, Ashley,
you know Ashley well, right? Do you know
I probably know Ashley.
I thought that I feel like you guys would. You've ran into each other because both of you
Probably
network a lot. So
Ashley, thank
yeah.
you, sister,
And
for
she has a
all that
special
you're
needs
doing.
son
Thank you
as
for
well.
all you do, Ashley. Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning into the podcast. So we knew you was going to be here today, and I wish you'd have came. We would have loved to have you.
Yes.
But it's okay. So I'm trying to get the rest of these comments here so that way I can address anybody's that got questions. Zach, Karina Harrison, thank you for tuning in. I absolutely love special needs babies. I know they make your heart melt. They really do. I'm trying to flip through this real quick before I go through my before I get to my daily Devo for the day. Mac man, okay, now you're doing good. I'm telling you, Mac, you gotta let people do them. You can't change nobody, brother. You can't. You gotta let them do them. So anyway, let me get on through here, Josh. All righty. So that's what I have for right now. I'm gonna also do you guys know me, I gotta do this daily motivator. So keep working is this topic for today's daily motivator. You have to keep working at life. And that's a very good thing because the more work you put into life, the more fulfilling it becomes. Even if you could get everything perfect in your world, it wouldn't stay that way. And that's a very good thing because you'd soon be bored with all that never ending perfection. You're at your best when you're making things better. Life is best when you're able to continue investing yourself in it. Learn to be thankful that your paint job weathers and peels, that the wedges grow back in your garden. Things like that are life's way of giving you something to do, of providing you with a way to make a difference. Every difficulty you encounter helps you avoid being useless. Every challenge you confront gives purpose and strength to your experience. Each day is your opportunity to make real progress in an imperfect world where things often go wrong. Keep working at life and keep all of life moving forward. Keep working. I love that. So, if you do nothing else today, keep working. You got to keep working at it. So, let's give a shout out to all my sponsors. Thank you, Miss Kristen Harris from Morningstar Storage, who you're giving away 2 months free storage. You're also going to get a roll of tape, a cylinder lock, and as well as a tote. Thank you, Miss Sylvia Love, with the love cookies, the butter cookies. They're the bomb. And then she's got some flavors here. And of course, you get to choose 2 of the 8 flavors and you get a half a dozen. Thank you, Solutions, for my remote podcast. I can't thank you guys enough. Love you so much from the bottom of my heart. But also thank you for my sponsorship as giving away a 1 hour free studio time, as well as a $1.99 30-60-second video. Great opportunity for businesses. Also, thank you, Victoria Huggins from Studio 89, who's giving away a 1 hour free massage. And my good sister, Joy Poteet with Enjoy Natural Products, who's giving away a skincare and a skincare or hair care line, excuse me. And then Get Genius Academy with Asa Laveau for our trip to either Cancun or Las Vegas. So we thank you all so very much for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in next Thursday as I'm doing the fashion show for the ladies. And so we want to make sure you tune into that. Now, give us just a second as I'm going to get us some jam music to jam up out of here because we jammed out to Rolling coming on in here. So we're going to roll on out of here and help you guys enjoy your Thursday. So that way you can have a great weekend. So make sure that if you are interested in connecting with if you are interested in connecting with Allie Myers, trying to get that to pause while I talk to you all. If you are interested in connecting with Allie Myers, we ask that you do so. Get in contact with her so she can get you connected. If you know a special needs mom, a champion mom with a special needs kids, make sure that you definitely get her in contact with them as well. We definitely want to make sure we're servicing and helping them all. I was trying to find something good to jam to get out of here. Okay, this is outstanding. I've kind of jammed to that a lot on this show.
Got some slow jams.
Yeah, some slow jams.
We're slow jamming in the neighborhood.
I mean, it's just. Oh, good Lord. It is not working out for me. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. I want some jam.
Oh gosh. Bring Tina back.
Yeah, we're going to get some Tina back. Oh, this is a good jam. Tina. Yeah, Tina Turner's a good one. This is Tina Turner. We're going to end out What's Love Got to Do with It. You know what I mean?
Everything.
It's got everything to do with it. You got love, you got everything. I'm just saying. So thank you all, Leslie, Sharon, Rachel, Marta, Trinisha. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I sure do appreciate you.
What's that last thing Mac said? Oh, Mac, thank you, buddy. We love you, Mac.
It seems like you're the guest. I got to go look at all his stuff. He done said a whole bunch of stuff.
He loves you.
He didn't say anything about what he do and what he can do to help. Producers tell her to talk to the viewers like this way, son. That Mac is somebody else, boy. What's love got to do? It's got to do with it. What's love but a second-hand emotion. Now, what do you think about that, Mac? You give me some entertainment now, Mac? Huh? What? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Hey, Melissa. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're signing off, rather. So thank you guys for tuning in. We sure appreciate you. Thank you, Allie, for coming in. I appreciate you. You're so sweet, so beautiful.
You're so sweet.
So you guys have a good Thursday. Enjoy your weekend. See me next Thursday right here at 4 o'clock, special time for the fashion show. Y'all have a blessed day. Do it for me. Oh, what's love got to do? Got to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
But a second-hand emotion. I'm just signing everything off now. I can't believe my screen went black.